My name's Rand Dower. I'm an enrollment counselor with Western Governors University's Teachers College and an alumni of the Business College. For me, it's always been a struggle. Like, I've gone back to school twice as an adult, once for my bachelor's and once for my master's degree. And both times it was really scary. And I think the first thing that I needed to do was identify and secure my support structures. My wife, my family around me, all of those people, all of those individuals really played a role in my motivation and my success in my degrees. So I feel that the first thing you need to do is identify your support structure. When things are getting out of hand and you need help, who are you going to go to? What's that look like for you? And with WGU, I had an awesome program mentor who really supported me through everything and really took that load off of my family and off of my friends, and I was able to work with them for the most part whenever I was struggling. So it was really awesome. But it's always good to be able to identify your personal support structure, especially going through the enrollment process. It's really scary. Those first steps are terrifying. Committing yourself to a lot of work and a lot of free time that you're sacrificing. And I think that making those first steps takes strength. And I myself, I don't have that strength by myself. Some people do. I work with those students all the time. And then some people, they need that extra strength and that extra support. And whether you seek that from me as an enrollment counselor or from your sister or your mom or your spouse, whatever support structure you have available, I think it's important to seek that out first and foremost. If it wasn't for my wife, I would have never started my first bachelor's. We actually got into a big fight over it because I was throwing every excuse in the book to not start. And then finally we got into this big fight and I kind of broke down into tears. Yes, I'm a guy and I cry. And I was like, you know what? I just need you to tell me that it's okay that I do this. I feel like I'm abandoning my family duties because I was going to take time off from work, and I was actually going to leave a job that I'd been at for 11 years. Not a job that I liked, but it was still a job that I knew, and I'd been there for over a decade, and it was familiar. And then all of a sudden I was going into all these unfamiliar areas in my life. And so finally I broke down in tears. I just told my wife, I'm like, look, I know I'm throwing every excuse in the book at you to not do this, and this is why. It's because nobody, not you, not my family, nobody's told me that it's okay to do it, that it's safe, that we're going to be okay. We don't get into fights. So that was a big one. And it was just because I was leaving my role as the provider of the household to go do this and taking on debt, sacrificing time with my family and everything. And it was scary. It was just terrifying. And I just needed someone there to tell me that we're in it together and we're going to make it work.